Episode 16, Season 1. Let's get started.
Once, a little boy named Leo lived in a quiet village. Every night he loved looking at the moon from his bedroom window. The moon was big, bright, and beautiful. One evening, Leo thought, the moon has been in the sky for a long time. It must know many stories. He whispered to the moon, "Dear moon, can you tell me a story?" The moon didn't answer, but its light seemed to shine brighter. Leo decided to wait and listen carefully.
The boy stayed by his window, looking at the moon. The night was peaceful, and the stars sparkled like tiny diamonds. Suddenly, Leo heard a soft voice. It was calm and gentle, like a cool breeze. "Hello, little one," said the voice. Leo looked around but saw no one. "Who is it?" he asked. "It's me, the moon," replied the voice. Leo's eyes widened in surprise. "You can talk?" he asked. "Yes," said the moon, "and I have many stories to share."
Leo was excited. "Please tell me one," he said. The moon chuckled softly. "I have seen the world for thousands of years," it said. "I have watched people laugh, cry, and grow. I have seen kingdoms rise and fall. But tonight, I will tell you a special story about a little bird." Leo leaned closer to the window, eager to hear. "A bird?" he asked. "Yes," the moon replied. "This bird had a big dream, and I saw it come true."
Long ago, the moon began, there was a tiny bird living in a big forest. This bird was different from the others. While the other birds loved flying and singing, this bird loved to dream. Every night it looked at the sky and wished to fly higher than the clouds. "I want to touch the stars," the bird said. The other birds laughed at it. "That's impossible," they said. But the little bird didn't stop dreaming. It believed in its wish.
Leo listened carefully, feeling curious. "Did the bird ever reach the stars?" he asked. The moon smiled. "Not right away," it said. "The bird practiced flying every day. It flapped its wings harder and harder. It climbed higher and higher into the sky. It never gave up, even when it was tired." One night, while the forest was asleep, the bird flew higher than ever before. It saw the stars shining bright, and for the first time it felt close to them.
"What happened next?" Leo asked, his eyes shining with wonder. The moon continued. "As the bird flew higher, it felt a warm glow. It looked around and saw me, the moon. 'Hello, little bird,' I said. 'What are you doing up here?' The bird was shy but answered, 'I want to touch the stars. It's my biggest dream.' I smiled and said, 'Your dream is beautiful, but the stars are far away. You can still shine like them by believing in yourself.'"
Leo nodded. "That's a nice thing to say," he said. The moon chuckled. "The bird felt happy after our talk," it said. It returned to the forest and shared its story with the other birds. "I may not have touched the stars," the bird said, "but I flew higher than I ever thought possible." The other birds listened, amazed by its courage. They stopped laughing at the little bird and started cheering for it. The bird became an inspiration for everyone.
"That's a lovely story," Leo said. "Is it true?" The moon replied, "Every story has truth in it, little one. It teaches us to dream big and keep trying, even if others don't believe in us." Leo smiled and said, "Thank you, moon. Your story makes me want to dream big, too." The moon's light grew softer. "Always remember," it said, "dreams are the seeds of great things. Take care of them, and they will grow."
Leo stayed silent for a moment, thinking about the story. "Do you have more stories, moon?" he asked. The moon laughed gently. "Oh, I have many," it said. "Some are about brave warriors, some about kind hearts, and some about magical places. Each story has its own lesson." Leo felt excited. "Can you tell me another one tomorrow night?" he asked. The moon agreed. "Of course, little one. I will always be here to share my tales with you."
From that night on, Leo and the moon became friends. Every evening, Leo sat by his window, waiting for the moon's stories. The moon told him about oceans, mountains, and deserts. It shared tales of animals, people, and stars. Each story taught Leo something new. He learned about courage, kindness, and the power of dreams. Leo's heart was full of wonder, and he looked forward to every night with the moon. Their bond grew stronger with each story.
One evening, Leo asked, Moon, do you ever get lonely in the sky? The moon thought for a moment. Sometimes it said, but I have the stars to keep me company, and I have friends like you who listen to my stories. Leo felt happy to be the moon's friend. You'll never be lonely again, he said. I'll always listen to your stories. The moon's light grew warmer. Thank you, Leo, it said. You are a kind and special friend.
As the seasons changed, Leo grew taller and wiser. He still listened to the moon's stories every night. One evening, the moon said, Leo, it's time for you to create your own stories. Share what you've learned with others. Leo felt proud. I will, Moon, he said. I'll tell everyone about your tales and the lessons they teach. The moon smiled and said, That's the spirit, little one. Your stories will make the world a brighter place.
Leo began sharing the moon stories with his friends in the village. They gathered around him, eager to listen. The moon has seen so much, Leo said. It teaches us to dream big, be kind, and never give up. The children loved the stories and started sharing them with others. Soon the whole village knew about the moon's tales. They admired Leo for his kind heart and storytelling. Leo felt happy, knowing he was spreading the moon's wisdom.
The moon watched Leo from the sky, feeling proud of its young friend. You are doing well, Leo, it whispered. You are shining like a star. Leo continued to share stories, inspiring people to believe in themselves and their dreams. The village became a place of hope and kindness. People helped each other and worked together to make their dreams come true. Leo realized that the moon's lessons were changing lives, and he felt grateful to be part of it.
One night, the moon told Leo a special story. Long ago, it began, a little star wanted to shine brighter than the rest. It worked hard and never gave up. One day, it became the North Star, guiding travelers through the night. Its light was a symbol of hope and direction. Leo listened carefully and said, I want to be like that star. I want to guide people with my stories. The moon smiled and said, You already are, Leo.
Leo grew up, but he never forgot the moon's stories. He became a storyteller, traveling from village to village. Everywhere he went, people listened to his tales. He shared lessons about courage, kindness, and dreams. Leo's stories brought people together and made them believe in themselves. Your words are like magic, an old woman once said. They make us feel strong and hopeful. Leo smiled and replied, I learned from the best teacher, the moon.
Years passed and Leo became known as the moon's storyteller. People from far and wide came to hear him. One evening as he looked at the moon, he said, Thank you for everything. Your stories changed my life. The moon's light shone brightly, and your stories are changing the world, it replied. Leo felt a deep connection with the moon. He knew that their friendship was special and that his lessons would stay with him forever.
Leo started teaching children how to tell stories. Use your imagination, he said. Every story has the power to inspire. The children loved learning from him and began creating their own tales. Leo felt proud, knowing he was passing on the moon's wisdom. The moon watched from above, feeling happy. Leo, you are helping others shine, it said. Just like the little bird and the North Star, you are making a difference. Leo felt grateful for the moon's guidance.
One evening, the moon told Leo, It's time for my final story. Leo felt a little sad, but listened carefully. This story is about a boy who believed in the moon's tales, the moon said. He became brave, kind, and wise. He shared the moon's wisdom with the world and made it a better place. Leo smiled, realizing the story was about him. Thank you, Moon, he said. Your stories will always be in my heart.
The moon and Leo's bond lasted forever. Even after Leo grew old, he continued sharing the moon's tales. His words inspired generations, teaching them to dream, believe, and be kind. The moon's light always reminded people of its timeless wisdom. Leo's journey proved that stories could change lives and bring people closer. The moon's final lesson was clear. No matter how far apart, true friends and great stories always connect hearts.